Welcome back, Go Gunners family. Kepa on staying strong for penalties. Kepa Arrizabalaga had the final say after a marathon penalty shootout to knock Crystal Palace out of the Carabao Cup and send us through to the semi-final. After we conceded an injury-time equaliser, the game went to spot kicks, and neither side missed from the first 15 attempts from 12 yards. But then Kepa hurled himself to his right to keep out Maxence Lacroix's effort and spark celebrations at Emirates Stadium. "We are in the next round. We're happy," he said afterwards. "I think we made a huge effort. We should have scored, I think, a couple in the first half. We played so well. Then the second half was more like 50-50. Even like this, we had good chances. We've conceded in a couple of games in the last minute, so it's something that we have to look at." And then credit to the guys. They took amazing penalties. They keep us in the game, and they give me an opportunity to make a save. It was a quick turnaround after conceding the equaliser, 5 minutes into injury time, and then gearing up for penalties. And Kepa said his preparation played a big part. Emotionally, you have to be focused, be strong, because obviously when you concede in the last minute and then you have to go to penalties, you need 100% be focused on your penalty takers. You need to save. So it was a change of mindset, and it worked. We're prepared for everything, every possible scenario. We were playing against a very strong team, so that can happen. So we talked about it before. We have a very good group of goalkeepers. We talk between each other and try to be focused on the next penalty, always the next one. The win sets up a two-legged meeting with Kepa's former club Chelsea, with the first game away from home in the new year. Right now, if you want a trophy, that's something that we want, we have to fight against good teams. I think both semifinals are big games. It's going to be tough, but we'll prepare well the game. We'll be ready, and we'll go for it. Arteta on showing personality and quality. It may have taken a bit longer than any of us wanted, but Mikel Arteta was all smiles by the time we booked our place in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. An own goal from Maxence Lacroix looked to be sending us through before Marc Guéhi knitted an injury-time equaliser to force penalties. We scored all 8 of ours in the shootout, meaning Kepa Arrizabalaga's save from that man Lacroix was decisive. "I'm very happy to win. It's what we wanted," he said at full time. "We played against a team that is very well organized, really difficult to penetrate and create chances against, but I think we created a lot today. We had many chances. In my opinion, the margin should have been much bigger, but you have to defend the box better than we did and not concede the sequences of play that we conceded previous to the goal." What I loved as well is that even though emotionally it was tough to accept that, we were very controlled and really composed the way we took the penalties. It was really convincing. It was the 5th penalty shootout we have won since Mikel Arteta became manager 6 years ago, and we have scored 32 of the 35 penalties taken in the 7 shootouts since 2020. "The penalties were unbelievable," he said. "Very different, all of them, but the players showed again great composure, a lot of personality and quality to score the goals. We executed really well, and at the end, Kepa did what he had to do to help us to go through. It means we go into Christmas on top of the Premier League table, on top of the Champions League phase, and now into the last 4 of the Carabao Cup. We are alive in all competitions, and the team is showing great signs of consistency, quality, and togetherness," the boss added. "Today, we made 8 changes, and when that happens, it's really difficult to see a team that is so cohesive, and I'm really proud of what I've seen. There were some very big individual performances as well. So yes, a happy night." The boss added, "Ahead of Christmas, and I would like to thank all of them again for coming up and turning up in such a great atmosphere, and have a Merry Christmas and all the best for the new year, everybody." Carabao Cup semifinal draw in full. Chelsea get Arsenal, Newcastle to face Man City. There will be a London derby in one of the 2 semifinals. Chelsea will face Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semifinal. The Blues booked their place in the last 4 of the competition with a 3-1 win at League One Cardiff, while Mikel Arteta's Premier League beat Crystal Palace on penalties in the rearranged quarterfinal tie. In the other semifinal, Man City will face holders Newcastle after Pep Guardiola's men swept Brentford aside, while Eddie Howe's Magpies left it late to beat Fulham. Chelsea will host the first leg against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, with the return leg scheduled for the first week in February at the Emirates Stadium. Newcastle, bidding to reach back-to-back Carabao Cup finals, will be at home in their semi-final first leg against Man City, which Howe is not too happy about. "I don't think there was an ideal draw for us with the quality of the teams left," he said. "Our preference would have been to play at home in the second leg as we did last year. That was the bigger thing rather than the opponent. It is what it is. We're in a major competition, and you're going to play the top teams. We had to do that last year, having to beat everyone to win that cup, and we're going to have to do the same again."
The Carabao Cup semi-finals are spread over 2 legs, with the first leg to be played in the week commencing January 12th. The second legs will be played on the week commencing February 2, with the final taking place at Wembley Stadium on Sunday, March 22nd. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment.